Do you have a problem with procrastination? Yeah, a lot of us do. And a lot of people think that procrastination is just putting off what you don't want to do. It's a little more than that. Procrastination is rooted in the cognitive distortion of all or nothing thinking. If I can't get it all done, then I just won't do it. If I can't do it perfect, I just won't do it. And I realized I procrastinated on stuff when I didn't know how to do it or how to go about doing it. And instead of asking for help, because then I wouldn't be perfect, or somebody might think that I didn't know what I was doing, I would put it off. I'd put it off and put it off and try to figure it out myself until I couldn't anymore. Now, I know today that I am not a procrastinator. I have the habit of procrastinating. And a lot of times it's because I'm afraid I can't do it perfect. So to change procrastination, I had to look at my perfectionism and learn some things about perfectionism. Because perfectionism creates procrastination, and then you become paralyzed. You can't seem to move. I like the analogy of it. To me, it's the gone with the wind syndrome. She's standing on the stairs and she said, "We can rebuild tomorrow. Tomorrow, we can do it tomorrow." Or, frankly, Scarlett, it's either or. But it's tomorrow. And the thing about tomorrow is that it's tomorrow and tomorrow. I used to have this little sign at my salon that said, "I'm going to go on a diet tomorrow." And that's procrastination. So, yes, I did have that habit because I wanted it to be perfect. And I can still do that today. I can consume, content here on YouTube, looking for just the right way to do videos or the right hook or the right this or that. And I don't ever get anything done because it's a lot of motion and no action. To overcome procrastination and to break the habit of that is to set very small goals. If you have one large goal, break it down into little segments. I remember right after my divorce, I moved into this small house and it had a garage, and I wanted to be able to put my car in the garage. But I had all this stuff. I had legal papers, all this paper stuff, all this that I needed to go through and clean out and get rid of. And there was never enough time to do all of it. So I didn't do it. All or nothing. And I think my sponsor from the 12-step program got real tired of me complaining about this stuff in my garage and that I never had time to do anything with it. So she made me an assignment. And I didn't know at the time that it was really about procrastination, but she kept telling me better done than perfect. And so she told me to set up a table out there and get 3 boxes. One for shred, one to keep, and one to throw away. And as I go through stuff, it belonged in one of those 3 boxes. And to commit to working on that 3 days a week and to set a timer for 20 minutes. And so I did that. And what I learned out of that was consistency is the key to break the habit of procrastination. What can I do in 20 minutes? We're talking, this is a whole weekend job. Well, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. And I remember the day that I drove my car into the garage. I achieved a goal by 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week. That's how you overcome procrastination. Today, when I find myself procrastinating, I finally figured out that it's when I don't know how to do something that I will put it off because I don't want to ask for help. All of those codependency things, that if I'm asking for help, then they're going to think that I'm not capable or that I'm stupid or, that negative self-talk. And I wouldn't do it because I couldn't do it perfect. I would spend hours trying to figure it out. And then when I finally couldn't, then I would ask for help. And it would be so easy. And so I got better at doing that too. So the habit of procrastination, you have to try several things to learn how to break that habit. One of the things is when I think about something, just do it. Like, oh, I need gas in my car. I just go get it. I just stop and get gas instead of thinking, well, I'll do that later, or I'll do that tomorrow, or just forget it. Then I run out of gas. So, if I can't do it perfect, then I just won't do it at all. And perfectionism is a beast all of its own. Nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect. I lived overseas, and I lived in Saudi Arabia, and we would go down shopping, and we would shop for rugs, and they had the most beautiful handmade rugs. They were made out of cashmere. They were beautiful. And the shopkeepers always told us, every single one of them has a mistake put in it on purpose because you see nothing is perfect but God. And that really made an impression on me, is that I am not perfect. I can't do it all. And I don't need to not do anything, because that being stuck, that paralysis, it's the 3 P's: perfectionism, procrastination, and paralysis. So any movement breaks that habit, but it has to be consistent. I will set a timer on my phone for the 3 days I'm going to do my project. And then when I do it, I commit to at least 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. And gradually, the old saying, how do you eat an elephant? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. And that's the way you get anything done. A project, cleaning out a closet, changing winter clothes to summer clothes, cleaning out a whole garage. Any project, any remodel, any step-by-step, little steps, and you put them all together. That's how you get a college degree. The habit of procrastination, and to overcome that, takes work. But you can do it. Anyone can become more disciplined. Self-discipline. Oh, we don't like it. If you want to lose weight, you got to have some discipline. If you want to save money, you got to have some discipline. And you can make excuses for anything to procrastinate. If you like what I share here, please subscribe, hit like, share this with somebody you think might need to hear it. And remember to be you on purpose.